Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to some more Pixar reviews. This time we're gonna be looking at the movie Onward. But before I do that, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. I would really appreciate that. It would really help me out a lot. If we can get to 200 subs, I'll have 2 reward videos for you guys. 2 reward videos. There'll be surprises. But we have to get to 200 subs first in order for me to reveal my surprise. But yes, so please subscribe to my channel. It would really help me out a lot. It would really help me out a lot. Yes, sorry too if I sound funny. I have a cold I'm recovering from. I wanted to make this video yesterday, but I didn't because I was sick. I was sleeping a lot. So today I'm gonna try to make this video. So let's go ahead and talk about Onward. So, Onward. This movie came out in the year 2020. 2020 though. Now, 2020 was not a very good year for a lot of people. 2020 was actually a rough year for people. Between COVID, the states being shut down, and people also, not having jobs. It was really hard for people in 2020. It really was. It was hard for a lot of people. Now, I don't think 2020 was the worst year. I've had plenty of really bad years. However, 2020 had some rough moments for me, too. It did. I wasn't able to get everything done like I wanted in 2020 because of the pandemic and stuff. But we had some movies that were delayed too from Hollywood. They were delayed until a few years from now. One movie, for example, was the Mario movie. You guys know the Mario movie's coming out this year, but it was supposed to come out in 2020, I think. Either 2019 or 2020 it's supposed to come out. But it was delayed because of COVID. It was delayed. Well, I guess COVID technically didn't start until 2020, but it's called COVID-19 because it began at the end of 2019. But it got really bad in 2020. So a lot of movies like the Mario movie and stuff were delayed because of it. Now, this movie was not delayed. This one actually came out. This one came out in 2020, along with another Pixar movie, which we'll be talking about next after this one. So yeah. So, anywho, let's go ahead and talk about this movie, which is Onward. So Onward though. Onward is a movie that is the very first of many Pixar movies to come. That came out. Well, it came out and it came out in not in the theaters, but it came out on But this movie actually came out on streaming. So this is the first of many Pixar movies to do this. Now, funny enough, this came out right before the pandemic hit and the states were shut down, or well, the entire world actually was shut down. Well, I don't know about some countries might have already been shut down, but in the United States, this came out right before everything was shut down. But yes, it was. But yeah, basically though, so since COVID was coming, they basically shut this movie down. Well, they decided to move this movie on streaming. I meant to say, sorry. So let's talk about Onward though. Onward. Now, Onward, I gotta say, a lot of people do not like this film. A lot of people do not like it. People think this movie is very boring, I hear. Now, I went in this film completely blind. Unlike Incredibles, where I remembered some stuff about it from people reviewing it. It wasn't like that with well, it wasn't like that with this film. This film, I actually, all I remembered from it was the trailer. That's all I remembered from it. That's all I remembered, though, from it. But yes, that's all I remembered from it was the trailer. So yeah, but this movie though, I did go in this blind, and I gotta say, the story is about the story of this movie is actually about these two brothers trying to bring back their dad so they could spend one last day with him. The little brother is actually the one who's the most desperate to bring him back because he never got to spend any time with him. Because, he died before he was born. Sorry, I had a cough there. But yeah, so he basically was desperate to bring him back so he could do some stuff with him. Because he never got to experience that because his father died before he was born. So yeah, I mean to be fair, there's a lot of kids out there that actually experience this, where either their mom or their dad dies before they're born. It's honestly really sad. It really is sad. It is sad. Sorry too about the dog. He's barking. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, sorry if you guys hear the dog in the background. He's barking. But yeah, basically though, it is sad though when kids lose their parents before they're born, because they either that or they're really little and can't remember, because it's really sad. I mean, I lost like a grandmother, a great grandmother. Well, she was technically my grandmother because her last name is Turner and all that, and my grandmother's name is Rose, but she's basically, she died in her 70s, and she died when I was really little. But it's not as sad as when you lose your actual parents. That's really sad. It really is. It really is hard on people when they lose their parents. That's kind of how it is. It's just sad. So I mean, I never experienced that myself, but I can totally see where this movie's coming from when it comes to wanting to spend time with a parent of yours who died, and you never got to experience it with them because you were either too little or you were too you were too little or you were never born to experience it. So I could totally understand that. I mean, look at 9/11 and other events like the Titanic. A lot of people that probably had parents or something who died and they never got to experience it. Well, I guess the Titanic, there were probably little kids that were on board there too. So, but my point is that people die all the time, and it's sad. It really is. From illnesses or sacrifice themselves or tragic events like the Titanic or something. So it's really sad. It really is sad when you lose someone close to you and you never get to spend time with them. That's sad. But now I got that out of the way. That's basically the story. Now let's talk about the world of Onward. I gotta say, it's really impressive. It really is impressive. I really like the world. I like how it's all these fantasy creatures. I really like that. It's pretty cool. I like how these boys' dad is like their stepdad is basically he's basically a like centaur-ish guy. I like that. That's pretty cool. And for some reason, their mom, this is really funny, but if you guys buy Onward on DVD at like Walmart or something, I'm not sure if all DVDs, like regular DVDs, have this, but the one I have does. I got it from Walmart. Basically, it shows their mom like with a weird look and their pet dragon licking her on her face or something. She's got this weird look on her face. It's really funny looking, but yeah, I saw that when I was putting the disc in. That was really funny looking. Her mom is, I mean, their moms also are really thick too. They drew her really thick. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why they drew them so thick. Well, drew her so thick. They did. It's not a bad thing or anything, but I just think it's kind of funny the way they drew her. It's not a bad thing at all. I guess that's just funny. But yeah, the world of Onward is pretty entertaining, nice to look at. I really like it. I like how everyone lives in these mushroom-looking houses and stuff. It's pretty cool. However, that's basically where the praises for this film come to an end. This film is so bland. I have to agree for what people say with this film. This film is definitely bland. It really is. It plays it too simple. Basically, I told you the whole story, because that is the story that they're trying to bring back, the dad, that's the whole story. They're going on this quest to bring back their dad from the dead. I mean, there's some entertainment moments, like when they're dressed. I mean, when they disguise themselves as their actual dad, their stepdad. I mean, they disguise themselves as that, which is pretty funny. But yeah, they disguise themselves as their stepdad, which is pretty funny. I like that. Them trying to impersonate him. And then there's also the moment where they're actually at the temple and stuff, which is pretty cool. And then the brother gets shrunk and all that, which is pretty funny. But unfortunately, a lot of this film, a lot of the journey is just they play it way too safe. They play it way too safe, and it's just kind of sad. It really is sad because this film had a lot of great ideas, but I feel like they didn't do a whole lot with it. I don't know if this is really the film's fault. I think they're trying their best, but I just don't think they play it way too safe. They really do. They really play it way too safe, and yeah, it's just kind of sad. I'm sorry if you guys heard my dog barking. He's barking at the cat. He really is. But yeah, it's basically, they play it way too safe, and there's not really a whole lot to it. There's even one point where, like, they have a moment where, you know, basically the younger brother, admits that he, was a screw-up. Yeah, he was a screw-up and all that. The reason why that happened was because they can't lie, otherwise the spell of when they were disguised as their stepdad would wear off and all that. So it's kind of, so it's basically kind of, you know, it's stupid. It really is stupid. They just bring it up and they don't really bring it up again after that. They kind of do, but I hate how the little brother always doubts the older brother and stuff. I really hate that. He just keeps doubting him. Like the older brother's trying his best, and he just keeps doubting him. He really do. He does. He keeps doubting him throughout the entire movie. Even when he finds out the magic's real, he still doubts him and all that. Like when they're crossing a cliff, which, I mean, I would get that. Like, if you didn't believe in magic, you know, and crossing a cliff and not when there's no bridge would be scary. But he knows the magic's real. And his brother doesn't lie to him, but yet he doesn't believe his brother when he says there's an invisible bridge, which is so stupid. It's so stupid. It really is. But also the mother and this weird creature. I don't remember the name of the creature. They do not play a role in the movie hardly at all. They cut back and forth with them and the brothers a little bit, but they hardly play a role until the very end. Even then, they don't really do a whole lot. But they don't do a whole lot. So it's kind of... So it's kind of sad that they put them in the movie, but they don't do a whole lot with the movie. And I would have liked it if they would have defeated the dragon. I mean the curse dragon at the end, but they really don't. Well, they kind of do, but yeah, there's a curse. The thing is, the twist is there's a curse and the curse is, which is a cool action sequence, but it's basically at the end of the movie, and it basically only lasts about a couple minutes of the movie. So yeah, it only lasts a couple minutes. Now, speaking of the ending, now basically people are probably gonna be split on this part of the ending. So you guys know the whole brother's trying to bring back the dad thing, right? Well, people are going to be split on this ending here, but basically what happens is they bring back the dad, but they do it in the distance where you can't see him or hear him talking, and basically the little brother that doesn't get to see him, he sees him in the distance, but he doesn't get to actually talk to him. Now, some people may be split on that. Some people might either hate it or like it. I gotta say, I freaking hate it. I hate it. This is probably one of the most middle-fingered moments in all of Pixar history. This is a freaking big middle finger to the audience. Because the whole point of the movie is it's supposed to have the brothers going on this freaking quest to bring back the dad so that the little brother can finally spend time with him because he couldn't because he was never born to experience time with his father. They freaking completely ditch it. They freaking ditch it like it's nothing, and and basically what they do with it is they have the little brother realize that spending time with his brother was more fun. Like he got to experience all the fun stuff with his brother, and he doesn't really need his dad. That is absolutely bogus, though. That's freaking bogus. Basically, they're saying that you don't need your parent to have a good time and spend time with them. Which, I mean, is kind of true. I mean, for siblings out there who lose their, dads and their younger ones can't experience it, you do have your brother or sister to spend time, to do the fun things with you couldn't do with your dad or mom. But the thing is, though, the freaking whole point of the movie is to bring back the dad so the younger brother can actually spend time with him. And they don't do that. They don't do that at all. I freaking really hate that. I really hate that. That freaking right there destroys this movie. It freaking destroys this. It destroys the movie that was already forgettable. It really frustrates me. This is probably one of the worst, one of the worst, things that a Pixar movie has done. Basically flipping off the entire audience. Basically ruining the whole point of the movie. The whole point of the movie is to bring back the dad so the boy can spend time with him. Not to just reveal that he got to experience it with his brother and it's okay. Because I'm like, that's so frustrating. And then they make a joke about how his dad revealed his wizard name and they say it's both stupid. And I'm like, that's freaking poking fun at your own dad that you guys spent this whole journey on trying to bring it back, and this is how you treat him? It's freaking frustrating. This film is really frustrating. It really is. It really is frustrating, though. It really is frustrating. I'm sorry, but it is. It's a shame too because this movie it's got a really good looking, world. Like I really like the world that the fantasy characters and stuff. But I really hate how they just ditch that. I really do. They just ditch it. Yeah, they ditch it like it's nothing. Like I really hate that. Again, the whole point of this movie is to bring back the dad so they can spend time with him, and they don't really do that. You don't even get to hear him talk, which sucks because it's in the background. And yes, the little boy gets to see his dad, but he basically the message is they're trying to tell is basically it's all right to not spend time with your dad or your mom or your parents, like when you have your brothers and stuff. I may be sounding a bit funny the way I'm saying this, but because I'm like, you can't really bring back, people from the dead in real life. Unfortunately, you can't. But the thing is, the whole point of the movie is for them to go on this journey just to bring back the dad, so that way they can spend time with him. And they don't really do that. They don't really do that at all. So it's really frustrating. And yeah, I don't like the way they treat the dad like it is his name and saying it's stupid. I don't really like that. Like they say his wizard name is stupid. I really hate that. I mean, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to say, I mean, even though your parents are gone, you could still spend time with your brother or something. But I don't really like the whole point of the movie to just reveal that when they could, have the younger brother spend time with his dad, like he was to the entire movie, to reveal at the end he doesn't really need to, which is really sad and selfish. So yeah, unfortunately, this film is not very good. The ending really ruins it for me. This movie is definitely bad. It is definitely bad, and I'm gonna go ahead and give this film. I'm gonna give this film 30 points. Yes, 30 points. This film is getting 30 points. This film is not as bad as Toy Story 4, but this film is just so boring, and when they reveal the whole journey at the end. They had the whole journey where they're trying to bring back the dad, only to reveal at the end that the boy doesn't need to spend time with his dad, that they spend the whole movie trying to bring back because he has his brother. That's just sad. That's really sad and disappointing. I'm sorry, but it's really sad and disappointing. But it's really sad and disappointing, and I really don't like that. And it really had a great idea. It really did, but it's just sad. I really don't like that. But I do like the world. I like the way it looks and all that. I just wish they would have done a lot more with it. And I mean, they don't even go into too much detail about the dad being a wizard either. He just happens to have a magic staff. They really don't go into too much detail about like how he has this magic staff and why he hid it from the world. Like, they don't really explain any of that, which is really sad. This movie is just a disappointment, and I really hope the next Pixar movie is good. I've heard good things about it, I have. But just like this film, I don't remember much about it, so I remember a little bit more about it, though. Like, I remember more than just, I don't remember the trailer, but I do remember some pieces about it. But hopefully it's better than this. This film is just not like that good. I really don't like this film. It's okay if you guys like it. That's fine. I'm not saying you guys can't like this film, but I don't like it. I hate it. I really do. It had a great idea, and they freaking ruined it. They really ruined it. And I mean, the pacing I can let slide because that ain't their fault. They're trying their best, but when they basically flip off the audience with that freaking ending, that really pissed me off. That really did. So yeah, I gotta give this movie a skip. I really do. I don't want to go back to this movie. I don't think it's the worst Pixar movie. I think Toy Story 4 is still worse. But I definitely don't think it's good either. I think it's bad too. So yeah, but tell me what you guys think about this movie. You guys think this movie is really good, or do you guys think it's bad? Tell me your guys' thoughts in the comments below. And remember, if you can get to 200 subs, I have 2 reward videos. I'm excited about both of them too. They're really exciting videos. But you guys have to get me to 200 subs first before I give out the reward. Anywho, see you guys later. Bye-bye.